I'm so excited. Howdy Neighbors, and I'm so excited. I can't. We just need to jump right in. As always, first things first, we read the warning. The content warning. This is a horror game, and it is not intended for all audiences. Please visit our website, blacktabbyheadgames.com. If you need a full list of content warnings, please do so. Because I know some of this is about to be brutal. And I'm ready. Slaying the Princess contains flickering image effects, as well as a parallax effect that on rare occasions has caused motion sickness in players. I did have that at some points during the demo, but it wasn't super bad for me since it's not a prominent problem. If it is for you, please heed the warning. Straight up. Heed all the warnings. If either of these cause health issues for you, you can disable them in the game's performances. I would like to try to play the game as intended as possible. So keeping everything on so that way we can fully experience and enhance. That's what I'm going to be doing. If it does become a problem, I would recommend playing the game yourself so you can still have the full experience without those effects. Because I've been waiting for a Coon's Age, and she's finally here. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart to see them through. There is no premature endings. There's no wrong decisions. There's only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Yes! Yes, it is! Oh my! Oh, I'm so excited! Okay. Alright, let's look at this. Yeah, so you can see the effects and stuff. So if it does become an issue, this is where you find it, in preferences. The controls. Okay. There's so many things to remember. And that's why we take pictures. This is my first time opening up the game because I knew my assignment was going to overtake me and I'm just going to keep playing. So here we go. Ha-cha-cha. Looking real bad. That's one of the worst photos I've ever taken while recording. Jesus! Anyway, here we go. Start the game. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess. I'm so excited.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I'm gonna turn this up for y'all. Let's do it.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
End of the world? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
But how can a princess locked away in a basement end the world?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
I will not. Do you have any evidence to back this up?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna save first. And we have so many save spaces. Oh my. Ooh, it even shows you what day I'm playing. And how ignore how late at night it is. No, don't focus on this. Alright. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, Let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
I love making the narrators in games so pissed.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
God, what a mood.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Valid. Can't someone else do it?
Oh, if only that were the case. But I don't make the rules.
Except you do.
I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far. But unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off. Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did.
Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
Debatable.
I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
If you don't even know, how are you a reliable narrator? Do I get some sort of reward for doing this?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Boo. Can you tell me what my prize is going to be? Oh my god, can I read? Can you tell me what my prize is going to be for doing a good job?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Spoiler alert. It's not. I turn around and leave. I love that option. Yeah, I'm not doing it.
Are you serious? No, you have to do it.
No. Leave.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
About to figure it out. Oh, it looks like there's a little something. I'll continue down the path away from the cabin. Like I said, I'm pretty okay with the world ending. I relish the coming of a new dawn beyond our time. Or beyond our own. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going. Cabin, I'm not going to the cabin.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong.
Oh.
Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it.
Forgot about the voice of the hero.
Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Neither do you.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Get away. Again. Leave again. I need to save again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you?
Yes.
It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
I love making the narrator mad. I don't care, I'm not killing the princess. Good, maybe everyone should die. That's what they for dumping me into the woods and asking me to kill someone for them. You're not emotionally blackmailing me into doing this.
Stakes and consequences aren't emotional blackmail. They're facts of life, and if you had an ounce of maturity, you'd understand that.
I don't.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
I don't want to go. Well, yeah, well, I guess I start walking a different direction. Again. In fact, I'm gonna keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place. Save before I get sassy. Sass this fool.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
I was told in the beginning that there were no wrong choices, so wrong.
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen.
Yeah, I see it. Hello!
At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
This would be amazing for D&D. Straight up.
Wait, what's going on?
Same, dude.
You're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
Now that I can agree to.
You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
We win! Chapter 2, The Stranger.
You're on a path in the woods. At the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a
Look at the wall! He said absolutely not.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Save? And, okay, no.
Don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience.
I love the voice of the contrarian.
The entire world ending wasn't enough to get rid of us. I don't think there's much he can do other than object. I wonder what else we can do to ruin his day.
I also wonder that.
If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off.
I'm just gonna sit down.
The
That's
world
what
really
I'll do.
did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky. The world hasn't ended yet. And you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Oh, I am fully focused on my task. Walls were not here last time. You're just trying to force me into the cabin.
What are you talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there. It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess.
Okay, heading to the cabin now, where I'm definitely gonna slay the princess.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you.
I will never take you seriously.
Oh,
The wall is just so funny. I don't know why it's so funny to me. It shouldn't be, but here we are.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar.
Valid.
Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it.
Me too.
Let's keep an open mind.
We're heading to the cabin. I have no other choice.
The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense. The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway?
I want to throw it out the window.
No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with.
Throw it out the window.
I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise?
As many times as I say.
You can't just say that. Not when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, ho, ho, ho! You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves?
I want to know too.
Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together.
Will I?
Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm.
I will never.
How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind.
I think you should get better at yours
Yes,
first.
take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird.
I want to throw the knife at the window.
What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay, I'm fine.
Good for
Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
you. Say anything about the mirror on the wall.
We should look at ourselves. Wouldn't that be fun?
I think so.
You won't be looking at yourself because there isn't a mirror. There's the table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. You insisting it isn't there just makes me want to look at it even more.
Same. Why would you lie about that? What's the point?
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? You waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
Where's the mirror?
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago, and now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
Nina. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Okay, fine, you took the knife, but you really shouldn't hold it like that. Then how are we supposed to hold it? The other way, thumb at the bottom. Will look much cooler and more serious if we hold it with our thumb at the bottom. It really doesn't matter how you hold the blade, as long as you have it. Just make a choice. You switch your grip on the blade. Congratulations. Yes! Isn't this so much better?
It is.
Okay, fine. You're right. This does look a lot better. It really doesn't matter. Just get on with it and deal with the princess already.
Throw the blade out the window.
Yes! Do it!
I'm going to!
Seriously. You throw the blade
Oh,
at the
both
window,
of them shattered.
glass showering the cabin as your weapon flies out into the night. I suppose you'll just have to deal with the princess without it.
I will, thank you.
It'll be fine, don't worry about it. What's the worst that could happen? The world ends. Been there, done that. I'm not so sure. This place is already messing with my head. It would be much better if we had a weapon. What's done is done. Good luck, hero.
Thank you. Save it real quick. Oh no.
The door to the basement
Oh
creaks
my.
open,
I forgot
revealing
about
a
this.
web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong. The closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
Well, clearly not without a weapon.
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die.
I feel it.
We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Valid! Yes! Take the harsh stairs on the left. Take the center staircase. Take the soft stairs on the right. Let's go left.
You step to the left. The path is cruel against your feet, the impact of each step sending pulsing vibrations up your legs, till there's nothing left in them to feel. The air around you grows cold the further you progress. At first a barely noticeable drop, quickly evolving into a numbing cold. Your toes feel like blocks of ice, your breaths puff out in clouds of condensed vapor. You shudder against it as you continue down the stairway, losing yourself in the bone-deep chill. You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten.
I love how the drawings are like progressively getting less detailed.
Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you just going to stand there?
Hi.
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways.
Valid, let's go.
The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here.
Well, we don't have a knife. So.
And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass. We remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
She does. For now. Yep. Also, I want to say these episodes are going to be a lot longer than the other ones. So be prepared. And I'm going to play the fuck out of this game. What's your name?
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really. You can call me Princess, if you'd like.
I hate this. Oh god, I hate it.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another.
I hate that. Oh god. Here we go.
We can do that?
Oh, I wish.
Don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time? Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it.
Valid.
It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
Yes. There are more of you now.
And what's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin? There must be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago.
She fractures again. I don't like where this is going.
I don't either, but I'm ready now. Now that I know that this is happening, I'm ready.
Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are.
Also, her hands are different in each one of them. If you just take a look at the hands.
How would we even do that? Where would we start? We could always start by retrieving the blade. The one he made us throw out the window.
Yes.
I wasn't the one who threw it.
I'm the one that threw
Oh,
it.
come on, you told us to. Don't try to pass the blame now that it's come back to bite us. Well, if I'd known we'd be dealing with this, maybe I wouldn't have been so hasty with my suggestions.
I still would have done it.
I don't think we're going to be able to put her back. Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her. It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things worse.
Getting down here was weird. Like I was pulled apart in the park together again. Do you know what happened to me?
What, like you need me to hold your hand to tell you everything's okay? You're not really cut out for this, are you? Why are you even here?
I don't know.
We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either.
I love how each of them have like a different way their hands are. It's beautiful.
I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you?
For all I know, you locked down here for a reason. Do you know why you're down here?
Maybe it's because I'm dangerous. But you know, right? You have to know. You're the only other person I've ever seen. Or at least the only one I can remember. Don't give me false hope. Please just end this already. One way or another, just do it. Don't be coy. We both know why I'm locked away here. I'm a monster, and the second I get out of this place, I'm going to end the entire world.
This is reaching its breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. Take a deep breath and focus up. You can do this. But how do we decide what to do? Can there even be a right choice when all of them are so different? Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have clearly been part of the reason this situation has gotten out of hand. If you're trying to do the right thing, there's only ever been the one option, and that option is slaying her. Just do something. Do anything. Do all of it, if that's what you want. This place is hell, and it's only getting worse.
If the contrarian's saying that, I guess I'll save. Oh, all of it. Gotta get you out of here. I know where you are, but I can't trust you. Is there anything in here? So think about the time you threw the blade out the window.
Wait, that's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this... we can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now.
Same, because what is this?
No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating.
Valid.
Luckily for all, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart. I think he's gone.
Oh.
We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others, they just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
We should help her. I think we did this. How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
I'll do my best. Or not, you know, whatever. Illusion of choice. If everything is possible, nothing is. But you don't know if she had a chance to hear your reply. She's gone, replaced with something else.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
How did I mess up so bad? I don't know where she went. And I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her.
She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing. Then what the hell are we supposed to do?
The narrator's gone.
He is. Does that mean the world ended? Again, what the hell are we supposed to do?
I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
I'm going to.
No. Don't do that.
Well, The fact that the contrarian is having such a hard time. Approach the mirror.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
What else am I gonna do, boy? The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. It me. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Joe. Solitary lights, what do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
I love the music here. The gift of a fragile vessel.
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. These ones are a contradiction, a winding kaleidoscope of paths and wall. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold. I am sorry that you met this vessel so early in your journey, but they will make for a rich and vibrant heart. Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Valid. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
I'm so sorry for your loss, then.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me.
Why do I feel like I got the last ending you're supposed to get?
I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Cryptic. But you were always the princess. Or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
A little bit. Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
What happens now?
Nothing as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Yeah, I feel like at the very last ending. Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Valid, because this is the first ending I've gotten. How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
What if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're gonna do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Oh my god. Well, I'm not going back. Neither.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Wait forever.
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage? You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
It just closed my game. No! Wait. Wait. Come back, no! Wait. Oh no.
You have returned to me. Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side.
The achievement was, I never left your side. Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark and you die. They're up top. Swing vessel. Bring the stranger to her.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
You know, I think I'm actually gonna end the episode here. I feel like we've seen some shit. and I feel like that's what we're doing. Goddamn. Alright, well, I'm so hyped. I'm so excited that it's out. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I will see you later.